All right, so let's get started. Today is Monday, April 15th, 2024. On Friday, the earnings season started. So I will go to the news as always first. And today we do have news at 8:30. We do have retail sales or retail sales. And Empire State Manufacturing Index release. So retail sales is what it's going to happen today at 8:30. Then at 10 we do have business inventories, and that would be it for today. So news out of there. Let's see here. Let's go to the levels right away. We are get this also lined up here and a different monitor. Okay, so big top in tail in gold on Friday. So we moved all the way up here, made a top in tail for this price went above the resistance level, and then came back and sold off hard in the afternoon, coming back to this range level right here. So right now it's ranging. Pre-news support is 2347, which is around that area. And specifically, that pivot high is what I looked in there for fixing it. And then you do have also a pivot low from Friday price action. So, and resistance 2385 is, marked by that top in tail, that pivot high in there. So there's a range here. You can notice it, and we are within the range now in gold. Let's look at crude. In crude, we do have, just 1 second. Okay, crude, we are coming back into the range. I mean, the market has not done that much. I thought that with the conflict, I hesitate to talk about these things, but I thought that crude was going to to open much higher today. We'll see what price is going to do during the day, but yeah, there's there is a range where crude has been moving for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So we're unless we move away from this range, we should be cautious on that. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Bob, that's true. I was expecting a gap up. I was surprised when the market opened last night and nothing really was happening. So yes. Oh, I didn't say. I'm sorry. So levels. So rounded numbers again, 87 and 85 in the range in that value, with a little bit of overshoot here in these areas. Now we could easily go to the 87 with a trend reversal breakout on this one here on today, or going. This this support level being respected, we could expect crude to move to the upside, but you never know. Yes, I do have levels here for ES, and also in a range, but coming back down you know, in the long term, we do have this channel moving down, and now it's bouncing off of this low of this channel. And so levels in this one are 5210, around that area, and I'm taking that pivot low, this area of pivot high, and so 5210. Then if we go an extension, we can go to that level over here, but there's plenty of resistance levels in this area, that area. And then in the low side, we do have this double bottom right here that was violated on Friday. But then market price is coming back up. And since it is doing that, I'm marking this one as a support, which is 5178, 5180, you can call it. And let's check RTY. And RTY is also in a very in the overnight range here. Potentially, we could have a measured move to either side. If it breaks to the downside, we could go there. But it's coming, you know, lower highs and lower lows. Support here 2012 to 2013. And then resistance are these pivots up here. So that one is 2062, 2065, I would say. And also, you know, pay attention to those tops and those bottoms here, right? So this area, it seems that it's important. And let's go to NQ. If you drop a like in the video, I would really appreciate it. Okay, so then we do have in gold on the resistance. I'm going out around this area here, right? Let's mark it here. That area of resistance seems to be holding and interesting. So that is 18,380. And then in the support level, since we passed and went up again on this one, I was marking this area, but this is a little bit, you know, too low, and it's going to serve as an area of support for sure. But if it comes back below this area here, so we do have, you know, tops there, and that pivot over here, that pivot over there. So that is 18 to 26 to 30. Yeah. And then in the upper here, 18,378, 18,380. Okay. So those are the levels. Let's go with the time charts. And I'm going to go really fast on this one. Let's start with crude. And I'm going to just say my bias on it in each one of them. So this one, interesting top in tail here on Friday's price action. So that there is a price rejection. If it's retaken to the upside, this could move all the way up there to visit that one again. I'm bullish on this one. Bullish in the 240s. It's resetting momentum, coming back down below or closer to the zero line. Sideways in the 60 minutes and sideways in the 30 minutes. So that means compression and compression in here. The 30 minutes is coming back down. Let's see here. Yeah, and compression. So until and unless we go above this resistance level, we need to be careful. Let's check crude. And crude is in a bull flag still. Nothing really happening yet in crude. I think that it's building momentum and energy here, moving sideways, not doing that much compression. Also in the 240s, and a little bit of bearishness in the 60, triggering a bear flag right here with momentum below the zero line, and then also bear flag in the 30 minutes in the counter trend, right? If you look at the higher time frames, this one it's moving against the trend, but the 30 minutes has also the stack EMA in red, and it's in green in the stack Renko. So we need to be careful on that one. Conflicting information now. So let's go to ES. So ES, it's been interesting, coming up, down, up, down. It's been that behavior is kind of expected when you are in between the with the moving averages, getting closer together. So I mean, it seems that the market is not really, or it's trying to react to the upside, but the bears are taking them off, and we are still in a bull flag right here. So it could go up and break this bull flag, or it could continue the trend to the downside. I mean, it's trending down, I would say. Bearish in the 240s, counter trend, moving to the upside here. And also, I would say preparing a bear flag in the 60 minutes. If you notice here, moving averages are to the downside, and also they are all stuck to the downside actually in the hourly, but trying to come back a little. And then we do have momentum resetting at this point. So if it turns red, I would expect more down move in the compression, also in the 30 minutes moving up. If it manages to come back down below the support area, I would expect at least to go to the 51.51 to the downside here, and confirm that bear flag. NQ. Just 1 second. Yeah, NQ, same situation, overlapping candles, and then up, down, up, down. This is even more dramatic here. It's very sideways, trying to move to the upside, but then the bears are taking them all over. And then today, it seems that it wants to move to the upside again. So, in compression for sure. And this has happened in the last 10 to even more days, 10 to 15 days right here. And we do have earnings season started, so sideways move also in the 240s. Lots of compression in here. Yes, and then also in compression in the 60 minutes, and in compression to potentially ready to trigger a bear flag, but it's there's a good support in this area right here. So in compression in there. And finally, RTY. RTY bearish in the 240s, bearish in the 60 minutes, triggering a bear flag now, and then here triggering a bear flag in the lower side of the on this channel here. So we are in the bearish side, but very much moving to the downside. We do have also a channel here, so it could visit over there and then come back, but I see some weakness in RTY. Okay, let's check the gonna be what time it is, 8:16. Let's visit the Think or Swim platform to check the futures there. And so we see what is the overall bias. Okay, I'm sorry. This one was there. So let's go with gold. Gold is, turning red in the stochastics. MACD also weakening right here, and in intermediate is falling. Big top in tail here, and then coming back, but it's still above the 10 days simple moving average and above the first day opening range. So we are still bullish bias, but this top in tail would indicate to me that we may have a bull flag formation before we resume to the upside in there. Okay, so careful on that one. Also, bear flag in gold, in crude. So bull flag right there. There's a little bit of a top in tail right there. Tried to break out to the upside, but it was rejected at this and forming this double top and then coming back. And then you do have some weakness in the momentum indicator, MACD, and also stochastics, and also weakening on the intermediate market forecast. ES below the 30, so this is bad news. Red arrow here, so that means that crossed below the 30 simple moving average, red in the momentum, and then red in falling in the intermediate. So pretty much bearish sentiment in or bias in ES. In Q, sideways move to bearish below the moving averages and also below the Thursday opening range. Red in the MACD, and I would say that doing up down in the stochastics and falling in the intermediate. So overall bearish in Q. RTY, same situation, red, and this one is even worse. It's coming back down to just above the 20 level at 22.76. So very much rejected off of that potential break off of that supply zone, and then confirming the move to the downside now. I do have this a diagonal there, so until and unless it moves away or above this diagonal here, or moves above the 30-day simple moving average, it's better to stay away from RTY in a bullish mood. So in the bullish side. And I think that that would be it. Okay. And gold market opened. And a little bit of a retracement here. 820. Just open now. Let's see if it has a reaction here above the, we are in the cloud, so nothing to do here. It could break above the cloud, but at this point, I don't see anything. I mean, I just see that it's in the cloud, so need to be cautious on that. And momentum here indicates that we are in compression. We went all the way up in the overnight, all the way up here, forming a significant pivot high up here with a significant pivot low. And now I expect some compression here until and unless it goes above this pivot high to resume an uptrend or some, or but they're still very much overnight overnight resistance as well. Very much in a sideways move. I'm going to identify. So this first step is to identify what type of market we have in front of us. I would say that this one is a sideways market, or the overnight at least. At least, I'm going to put it there. Yeah, I'm going to mark it there. Okay, so we are sideways in the overnight. So extensions are, or measure moves can go here. That's a measure move right there. Yeah, we'll see. Right now it's let's see if there's any reaction to the news as well. But right now it's not doing that much. Monday also, so. And probably the market will wait a little bit to get some news. This one is trending down now. And lower highs and lower lows. There seems to be a trend reversal breakout. A little bit dirty though. So it we do have here a compression area, and then it broke to the upside, coming back down and potentially move to the upside here. Market has not opened, so and we've been in this bar for a while now. So market is in compression, and the 30 minutes here. This one is important as well. It has not resumed to the move to the upside yet, and we are very much in a bear flag right here. Momentum is also below the zero line, leaving a topping tail, a bottoming tail right here. Yes, trying to move to the upside now. Right at resistance at this point. Remember, there is a there is a promo with Apex, 80% discount. So you have in the screen, and then go to the, if you are interested on that, go to the description of this video and hit that link. You use Renko as a promo code, and then you would get that 80%. And I do have an affiliate member. I'm an affiliate with them, so if you use it, I receive a little bit of kickback. Okay. So it seems that crude wants to go to the upside, but it's still very much in the range, conflicting in compression. So not doing anything at this point. I want to see some direction. $8.26. So 4 minutes for news. Tomorrow we do have building permits at 8:30, and industrial productions at 9:15. We have Member Jefferson speaking for the FOMC at 9 a.m. So still gold trying to go to the upside here and leave that that cloud, that we are very much in a range with good resistance levels up here. That 50 could be a magnet. And the 50 is at 23.82, which is the upper side of this range here. 23.82 right there. 23.82, and then that level here is 23.82. Interesting. Okay, so let's do something here. I'm gonna go with defining one of the setups, and it's going to be the week of the moving average. So there are 4 setups that I pay attention to. So when we are in compression, right, I'm looking for breaks out of that compression area. So in the case of a so market goes from expansion to compression and then to expansion, or to expansion in the other side. So it needs to go out of this range to move to the following range. That could be up here, or could be in an intermediate area here. So the market doesn't go straight all the way up, but it goes into areas of minor compression. So what I'm trying to identify always is is if we are in compression or not, if even though we are in a trend, because in the compression is where you could be killed. RTY is moving to the downside now a little bit in the pre news. 8:30 news. Check if there's any. So core retail better than expected. Manufacturing index dropped a lot, and then retail sales a little bit better than expected. But okay, let me go back here, and I'm going to continue with this later. So RTY is coming back down to the support level now. Pre-market. Crude is leaving this bottoming tail right here in a counter trend move, and seems that wants to go to the upside. Still not convincing to me. Monday could be, is tricky. Monday is tricky. Seems that wants to start moving to the upside in crude. And yeah, it's trying to break that 85.14 now. Threading the previous low. Breaking now. Just below the previous day low. Gold pretty much in the range still, but moving to the upside as well, rejecting this resistance area. Very much in compression. In crude, trying, but it's not succeeding just yet. Gold coming back down to the overnight opening. Still in a range. Okay, I think that yeah, 8:35. 8:35 is the time. I'm not gonna do anything here. This is too risky. This one, I like this one, but seems that it's you know, it held the bottom here, and now it's trying to break again over the 85.14. It's breaking. I'm not convinced. Yeah, gold coming back down again. Pretty much struggling in this area. 85.59. Okay, well, what I was saying, I'm gonna let it go. I'm not going to trade at these levels yet. Probably later I want to do something. But so what I was saying is that you know, you're in expansion, then you go into compression, then you go to expansion, and then you go into compression, and etc. Right? So where you don't wanna trade in here, right? You want to trade in this area here, uh, in this area here. So if you see a break, that would be probably a good entry. And then you see that the market is making higher highs and higher lows. Normally in here, you can, in this area, you can identify in an area of expansion, you can identify a channel. And so the idea is that when you are in this channel, right, you don't want to trade up here. You don't want to trade up here. You want to trade, you know, right in this area here. You want to enter that one. And for that, you use the moving averages. A little bit dirty, but you use the moving averages. So when you are in expansion, you want to trade when it moves away from the moving average, because the moving average is also a good indicator of support and resistance. So you have the moving average right there, and then when the price comes and visit that area here, this is where you want to look if there's a reversal or if there's a continuation, a pivot, right? So in here you have an expansion, and then the market is coming back, and then it's not going to the 34, but it's going to the 21 or the 18, which is the red line, right? You take the trade as close as possible as you can for that one. So that is called a bounce off of the moving average, right? Like in this case, you want to take it like around this area. Now, in this case, it was short dip because at this point, when you are going up and you go down, you bounce and you do have a resistance level, right? which in this case is not well defined there. It's just a pivot, but then it gets well defined when you got a double top. And then in that double top, you expand this one, and then you see that there's another area of support and of resistance here, now becoming a support area. So if you see what happens here is that it's coming back down, wiggles around up and down in here and moves to the upside, and then try to visit that area again. Look at that. Try to visit that area again, and from there it bounces and make another leg, right? And that is what I call the week off of the moving average. And so what I for that I use either the 34 or the 18 or 21, depends on how much the market is moving, the 34 EMA, but also I use the 50 and the smooth 50. So I look at areas of interest here because these are strong areas of support and resistance on the moving average. And I pay attention to the cloud as well. So if the price is above the cloud, I'm looking for longs, right? I'm looking for longs. But if the price is below the cloud, I'm not looking for for longs anymore. I'm looking for shorts here. I would be looking for shorts here. But it's in a compression, right? It's in compression, so I will be careful waiting for it to go below that level. Up down in gold. Above the cloud in crude, trying to break the pivot low, the previous low, 85.18, and moving. And look at where the cloud is in here, right? We are counter trending in the 30 minutes in gold, in crude, and also in gold up here. The cloud is over there. Now in ES, the cloud is below the price. And same now for RTY. We are in RTY, we are below the cloud, trying to go into it. And ES, we are moving above the cloud already, or at this point. And RTY coming back up to the 30, to the 50 simple moving average in the 30-minute chart. So conflicting with the stacks there, and conflicting also in crude. And reversal breakout potential in ES. Now on this one here, I like it, but I don't like it that much, right? Because I like it when this formation is happening, crossing the cloud. Because at this point I'm looking for a short, but I do have a lot of support here still. Right, so it's for me this formation, it's in compression. Also, the momentum is above the the zero line, which for me it's still bullish. So there's yeah, there are stops in this area here that can be eaten by a down move here and accelerate the move. But unless this happens, and we are doing this formation, just crossing the cloud, I would feel more comfortable. Okay. Hopefully that explanation was made sense for the weeks of the moving averages. Crude coming back down, making it made a similar high here, rejected the previous day low, and then it's coming back down. Let's see if it makes a bounce off there, but pretty much in a range still. Making a, we do have a higher high in momentum lines as well. Just like we can say that it's a little bit of the higher high there, but still we are forming a trend reversal breakout here, but it's not succeeding just yet. Seems that that gold wants to break to the upside here, but it's still very much moving. So there was a range over there trying to hit and hammer the opening value there and then bounce. Pivot high, not completed yet, but trying to, and now completed. Very much in a range. Okay, flow market today. I'm gonna leave the video, the streaming here. Thank you so much for watching. Watch this 75.5 to 75.8 area in gold could break this larger compression area here. It did break this one, but it could break that one there to the upside. And we do have, as I said, we do have some good resistance level up here at 2381. Seems that wants to do it's pretty much, it wants to go above. We'll see if it succeeds or come back down. All right, well, trade safe, be careful, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.